Good morning, guys. Happy Christmas Eve. I figured I'd get, I don't know. I'm trying something here. I put the red shirt on for everybody. I got the rocking chair, the nice little, with the swing rocking chair. I got a candle, it'll be my cigar out. It's green, so they can't call me a white supremacist, or maybe they'll say that. What is that? I'm culturally appropriating the green candle. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Joyce. Good morning, Diana. Good morning, Roger. So, I got the fire going on in the background. I get the Christmas carols going on in the background. I figure set the mood and set the tone right. I've never smoked a cigar or a cigarette in my life, so am I pulling this off? Is this the way I'm supposed to do it? All right, I'm stopping. It is hump day, but we're not going there today because it's Christmas Eve. So we're leaving the hump day thing alone. Even though it's there, we know it's there. I'm still leaving it alone. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Joyce. So, good morning, Greg. Great to see you, brother. trying to stay in frame here. Good morning, Kelly. How you doing? Good luck with that case today. I hope it goes. Man, I really hope that the courts decide not to say, oh, well, it's Christmas Eve, or it's hump day, or whatever, or Alice ran out of underwear. She can't make it into work today, so we're going to postpone it again. Good luck, hon. I really hope that goes well. We're all pulling for you guys. You know that. So thank you to everything that Kelly and Paul Cambria and Robbie De Niro and everybody at Athletes Unleashed are doing, guys. Thank you so much for all the hard work you guys are putting in. Good morning, Carl. It's candle. I'm trying. It's supposed to be festive. Oh wait, almost forgot. I got some of my, I know, I'm not supposed to go to Starbucks. I didn't go to Starbucks. Somebody went to Starbucks for me, and they got me what I love. They got me a little chai tea. So we're just going to pretend that is in a real, ceramic mug. I do own a ceramic mug. I got a fireplace. It's a fake fireplace, but I got a fireplace. I mean, look at that boat. I mean, I gotta be legit with that boat, right? So, anyways, I wanted to talk to everybody just about how great all the hard work that everybody is putting in. I don't know, am I gonna, I put these on. I didn't even know where I found these at. I gotta find some of those festive pajama bottoms that I got. I never even wear pajama bottoms, but I'm like, I'll put these on today. I'm so thankful for everybody that has come together. And I think that we're all extremely thankful for everybody coming together too. There's always the hard times. We take a look at some potential losses, losses with businesses, or losses with family, the aggravation and the frustration of everything that's going on right now. And I think the thing that I try to get back to is just togetherness, and bonding and happiness. And as we all start to do our part a little bit more, putting our minds there, not temporarily, not momentarily, but permanently, then, the way we're going to approach the world with that exuberance and that exhilaration is going to be so important. I had somebody, ask me the other day, they're like, how are you able to connect with the kids the way that you do? And you go like, I was standing there for 5 or 10 minutes trying to get them to, break out of their shell, and it was like, they were impervious. It couldn't happen. And I think that it's just consistency, exuberance, excitement, joy, and them seeing that it's genuine and sincere. And I think that's a part of why our groups are growing, because so many people have that, and so many people are sharing that with one another and giving it to one another. The collection of just the hearts and the passionate people, the determination, the drive, how qualified and capable, and the potential and the capacity that everybody has, but the things that people have accomplished. I was speaking with Dawn last night at Small Business Coalition, and thank you so much for Eric and Eric. Got to get the fire in there, right? Ooh, you guys got to see the fire. I got to get a better vantage point. I try to figure that out. Maybe I'll pull it in front here or something. But thank you to Eric and Marie for doing Small Business Coalition. Even this week, Marie wasn't going to. Good morning, Devin. Great to see you, brother. Marie wasn't going to, and that she decided that she needed to. Good morning, John. And I think we had 25 people show up, the day before Christmas Eve. Good morning, Phil. And just great, as always, great meeting. Some of the same stuff, some of the same paperwork and everything else. We're going to, Marie and I are going to talk today about what we're going to do about getting the advanced education class going and making sure that, because we've got a lot of people that are very, very, very interested in doing that. And if we have all the people, and I think I've got a list of about 20 right now, so what I'm going to probably do is ask Marie and Eric to train me so that I could go out and I can educate and train the educators, the advanced educators, so that they can get out there. And I know, right, Devin? Very comfy, all right? So, and then I could get the advanced education classes going so that they can do what they need to do. And what they do best is research. And what they do best is they compile all the information, legal information, and they put it out there. So thank you to both of them. I couldn't stick around last night. I did have some obligations yesterday I needed to get to after the meeting. Stayed a little bit longer than I wanted to or I had intended, but it was important. I love being there with, Marie and Eric and everything. And, we've got a lot of the information already compiled and put together. And what we're going to do is, good morning, Linda. Great to see you on. And what we're going to do is we're going to put together the information in a way that everybody can get and understand and then put it out there to everybody. But I think that's the gift of this season, for sure. We've all been able to take a look at the trials and the tribulations and just how hard everything's been and how much loss there has been and how much change there's been. Hey, good morning, John. What's up, brother? Daniel, what's going on? Sherry, how you doing, hon? Christmas time. I got my Starbucks cup. I know. Don't hate me. Somebody else bought it for me. But if you as most of you guys know, I take a look at things from probably a little bit different perspective than most people do. And can you guys hear that music? Can you hear the music playing? Lisa, good morning, sweetheart. It's great to see you, hon. And Lisa, and everybody, Linda, and John Savino, and Diana. I mean, all the names that are popping up here, and everybody, Rosalind, Sharif. When we've seen each other, there's such excitement, there's such happiness, and that's such a gift to be, so valued and so treasured, cherished. And it's really been like a 9-month-long Christmas. There's a lot of fight that has to happen, and we all know that. We know that we need to fight the corporations, we've got to fight the government agencies, we've got to fight the different mandatory vaccinations, we've got to get our businesses open, elderly care, the schools, There's so much going on that we need to battle and fight. But just imagine if we had to face that alone, where we were back in March. And for so many of us back then, as is the case now with so many, we were so alone. We thought we were all by ourselves, and we didn't have anyone to turn to. Our family kind of shunned us, ostracized us, marginalized us, shamed us, ridiculed us. And there's still a huge percentage of the population that's doing that, right? Too large. What percentage it actually is, but it's too large where people are emboldened to mistreat people in a discriminatory way. But the gift, I know the reference, we were in the ashes, guys. We really were in the ashes. And the phoenix rising from that. It's one of my favorite images. And I'm not very biblical, but and you guys know I don't recite that often. But we were so separated. We were so individualized and isolated. And now we are all starting to figure out how to come together in a meaningful and relevant and powerful way that is actually impacting in a positive way our lives. And all of the good nature and all of the different things that every single one of us brings to the table. Like Joe Kanaski says, he looks out before he does his Irish goodbye. Every time he does his Irish goodbye, he looks out and he goes, have you ever seen a more eclectic group or collection of individuals? Okay, Amanda, what's up, hon? And I'm like, nope. And I go, as different as each and every single one of us are, it is complete harmony. It is a complete symphony. Good morning, Nikki, sweetheart. Great to see you, hon. And it's so beautiful. It's so special to be a part of that. And I feel so privileged and honored to be a part of it. It's just, you can't help but smile. And you guys see that I'm smiling now because just reflecting on all of the meetings and all the rallies and all the protests and all the coming together and seminars and coalitions and news conferences and dinners and lunches and breakfasts and one-on-ones and meetings and picnics and parties. And I mean, this in so many ways was one of, if not the best year of my life by far. And in a time where so many others have been struggling and suffering. And I feel like we have been a light and strength for so many people. We can't feed into, we always want to, right? We want to feed into that negativity. We want to feed into the trolls that are out there. We want to engage, the families that are attacking us, our friends that are attacking us. And I told you guys at the very beginning that I pulled away from that. I stopped doing that, and I think it was like May or June. And you don't see me engaging that or expending any energy on that anymore. And that has been transformative for me because I've been able to apply so much time towards things that matter, people that matter, people that want to do something. They look at you. And last night, Dawn, and not just Dawn, but the hundreds and hundreds, thousands of other people that have come up to me and said, Pete, what can I do? I want to do something. I want to do anything. What is it? Let me know. And I've been working very hard to make sure that I always, make sure everybody feels included, as you guys know. And I need to take a puff on my candle. Pete smokes pot. That'll be the next thing that the leftists will be saying. Pete smokes plastic candles because they don't have anything else to come up with. So, we I'm always trying better and harder to make sure I'm giving somebody a home and a place to do something. I really am. And I really appreciate you guys' patience and perseverance and understanding and acceptance of the fact that I'm, that I have, I can be a better time manager. I can be more efficient with my time, but I'm learning and growing every day and expanding every day, with that, so that we can. But the encouragement that you guys give to me is unbelievable. It's so uplifting and encouraging and supportive that, like, even my attorney, Jason, as you guys know, the things that he has said, and I think about all the names of all the people, Erica and Taylor and Gay and Mary and Bill and Melissa from the very beginning, and Cody. The names are too numerous to count, to give credit to. Hey, Kathy, what's up, sweetheart? Good morning. But that's where I hope you guys all get to. That we have our network of our families. You guys building yours. That's why I always say, you see somebody at an event, and at that tailgate in the square the other day, we met like 5 or 6 different people that were there. There was Mark, Pavel. We met Kay at the Rolling Patriots event. Greta, and Greta is already part. Greta doesn't even have a cell phone, and Greta is already totally immersed. She was at Small Business Coalition last night. Deb was there. There's so many people, so many faces were there. And it was just awesome. And Greta's going to build her team. And Olga. And, Matt and Courtney. And, Dale. And Mike. Bray. And you see all these people that were by themselves. Alone. Fighting the fight on their own. For all that time. And they were nervous and apprehensive to come up and talk to us. Or to say something. Because people had shunned them forever. We look like the misfits. We look like the outcasts, right? And a lot of us are. It's eclectic for sure. But brilliant and capable business owners, multiple business owners, leaders in the community, operating businesses, multi-million-dollar corporations that people are high up, law enforcement, military personnel, doctors, lawyers. You go through the list of who we are. And all ethnicities, all backgrounds. And we welcome everybody in. And I always say, make sure you pay attention to every person that's out there. Every person that reaches out to you, put them in your phone. Don't wait. Mark them and label them as a patriot so that you can find them and connect with them right away. Don't let any time pass. And start becoming a better leader and grow your family, just like our family has grown by the thousands. And it would be even more if we had all done our best and paid attention to everything that we needed to. We would have tens of thousands of people. But we learned our lessons and we're getting better. Never overlook anybody. No matter how they look or appear, that person has something to give. That person is a person. They have a heart, they have a soul, they have a spirit. They have so much life and love to give. But they've been pushed aside, cast aside for so long. Either because they don't look the part, people don't think about them that way, or their hearts are too big that most people take them for granted. They don't appreciate them or value them. And it's critically important to make sure those people feel part of everything. Give them a home. Make them your family, truly. Because what's happening is all of those people with the hearts and the minds, the good people, the giving people, the caring people that always said, how many times have you said in your life, I care too much, or people take advantage of me? That's not possible. Only way people could take advantage of you in caring too much is if you have an expectation of a return. And don't have an expectation. Just don't. Just do things for people in an easy way, expecting nothing back is the best way to approach it. Everybody's got a life. We all know those people in our lives that they're a little bit overbearing, they're a little bit needy, and they will occupy a lot of our time or need a lot of our time and attention. But you can guide and gently persuade and subtly persuade them to show them, hey, I want to be there for you and I will be there for you when you need me, absolutely. But I need you to kind of exercise a little bit of independence and a little bit of restraint, break away from that codependency. I know it's exciting to be a part of this and give them that time and attention so that they do feel like you value them and that they are important. That's very important to do. But, sometimes you just have to make sure people are a little bit more restrained and measured with how they want to interact and engage with you. But don't ever let them slip away. If you have to write a list down of everybody that is a patriot that you've met, do that. If you need to keep a list in your phone, do that. Create groups in your phone. Create groups. I get the dollar. I got like $100. These books. I got them all. And they're $1. They're a whole dollar. I get a ton of them, and I'm writing everything in them all the time. Good morning, sweetheart. Good morning. Good morning, Courtney. And Courtney's a wonderful example. And I mention it all the time. How they came out and they were so unsure and uncertain. And now they are a huge part of everything that we do. A huge part of everything that we do. And they are fearless. They have no fear, no reservations, no apprehensions anymore. And that's been the gift of COVID. We would have never, ever, ever, ever had this opportunity to have this expansion had that not happened. It slowed us down. It made us aware of everything that's going on in the world that we had overlooked. It made us realize our responsibility, our accountability, where our faults lied, where we were faltering, so that we could start to be better and come together. We were given a gift that said, slow down, come together, pay attention to what needs to be fixed. It is I got my candle. No, you're welcome, Courtney. Thank you for everything you guys do. All the pieces of the puzzle fall into place. It has a really, really, really interesting way of doing that. The person who has the house, and the means, or the property and the means, and wanting to invite everybody out. Come on out and do this, and the team building there. The gym, to do everything inside the gym. The knowledge and experience in researching, or to make memes, or to attack Antifa-lopes, in social media or on the street, government, and I break it down when I save people on the phone. I say, they're a teacher, or they're a construction worker, or they want to be a part of rallies. This is what they want to do. And then you can do that too. And as you start to build that, don't be ashamed of or upset with the fact that, we're 8 months into this and you're just starting to do that. No, it's never too late to start, ever. And you just keep refining it, and you keep getting better and stronger with it. Yeah, and some people go, well, Pete, aren't you worried about Antifa, taking these tactics and government? No, I'm not. Whatever. Because we're on the side of righteousness. We're on the side of morality and virtue, on goodness and joy and happiness and peace. That's all we are looking for. That's all we want. And on their side, what they want is destruction. They want to take everything that they can from as many people as they can, to deprive as much as they can from as many of us as they can. And the proof in that is what they've done in this past 9 months. It hasn't been enough to perpetrate all of the crimes on us that they had, all the take that they have leading up to this year. They wanted to take even more, and they have. They've taken so much from us, but our groups, so good, so cold, but our groups have done so much. Scott and the Watchin family, and John Graff and Amanda, Rooster and Amanda, Marie and Eric and Nancy and Constitutional Coalition and Nick and Mike Bray and myself at Save Our Seniors, myself and Nick Nazinski and Heather Lorenzo with Breathe Free, and Mike and Desi with Marching Patriots, FreeNewYorkState.com with John and Marie and myself and Greg and Jed and Jesse and everybody else. It's just been beautiful coming together and being able to give back, supporting one another unequivocally, just smiling. People that are inherently and intrinsically good. And there are so few of us, and myself, I've said some things that have upset and hurt people. And, and I've apologized to them for that. And I've needed to recognize my responsibility. Sometimes we forget about that. And there have been other people that have said and done things that are trying to undermine and hurt. But the most beautiful thing is that we don't have that pride or that ego or that selfishness. We're selfless with it. And we go, you know what? This is why I did what I did, but I can see, even though this is why I did what I did, and these were my reasons and my logic and my rationale that went into that, I can see where it was something that was misguided, or that there were other factors that were at play. And in every instance that I've been involved in something like that, I've apologized to the individual that I've upset or that I've wronged. And then it's been up to that person if they are going to accept me or not. And in some cases they have, and in others they haven't. But the beautiful thing is that I see that happening more and more and more with so many of you. Where before we would let little things really upset us, and we'd hang on to them. We'd be upset for days or weeks or months or permanently. And so many people are just letting it go. They're like, it's no big deal. It doesn't matter. Which is exactly where we need to be in our headspace. And I love, 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 love seeing that every single time. I don't think I do. I'm not making any commercials anytime, so should I do it like this? Oh, I even make myself cringe on that one. But it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. Sherbert, what's up? It's great to see it. Billy, I see you, Billy. What's up, Josh? Great to see you, brother. But I love that. I love that where the pitfalls may have been in the past with individuals, they're no longer there. And what's happening is it's strengthening us. It's making us more fortified because we're realizing that we are there together permanently for one another, standing beside one another, behind one another, in front of one another when we need it. And it is family. It's brother. It's sister. And it's so special because you can have those times where you may get a little bit upset with somebody, but you go, you know what? I love that person. It's okay. It's no big deal. And you let it go. And I respect everyone so much for doing that and getting to that place where they are able to approach this family that way. That's the gift. That is a huge, monstrous gift. Oh, I dropped my cigar. It's burning me. So, COVID's been extremely destructive. The establishment, the powers that be, they put everything in place that needed to be able to make this happen, to perpetrate this huge atrocity and crime against humanity that they have. So many people that have died as a result. Suicide, elderly loss, loneliness, heartache, despair, shredding of the Constitution, our rights, religion, medical freedoms, all of those things. And they thought they were going to lay us to ashes. They thought they were going to burn us down. And what they didn't realize was that these warriors, because that's what it is, a bunch of warriors, fearless, unabashed courage, and just determined heroism. The true heroes and heroines. Every single moment of every day. Draw my scar again. So, it's so inspiring to see somebody that was in the shadows for whatever reasons. They didn't think it was within them. But now to be at the forefront and fighting. That's the gift of what has happened. All of these different leaders coming into prominence for themselves that were never, ever, ever there before. They couldn't vocalize what they wanted on social media, much less act. And now, they're like, let me in, I'm in the game. 70, 85 years old, boy, girl, doesn't matter. And I'm so blessed and fortunate to be able to be a part of that. To see it. And it's only going to grow and grow and grow. And people go to me all the time. They say, Pete, there's so much to fix and correct and address, and it just seems like we're never ever going to get it back. And I say, not the case. I go, really and truly and honestly, you only have about 1% of the people that are perpetrating this, that want this, those radicals, the leftists. Everybody else, nobody wants this. Nobody wants it. Everybody wants to be happy. Do they want the system to be addressed and corrected? Yeah. Do we want our schools failing our kids? Do we want our inner cities and the crime and the poverty in the destitution that's in our inner cities and in our communities? Do we want rampant drug use? Do we want elderly despair and elderly care facilities to be the way they are? Do we want our government agencies being weaponized and law enforcement being weaponized against us? No, none of us wants that. We want that stuff to be fixed and corrected and adjusted. And so that these people that are in these positions, they can either learn and remedy where they are and what they're doing, where they got to go. And if what they have done is elevated to a crime, then there needs to stop being this double standard. Whether you're a politician, you own a huge corporation, you're a CEO, you're a lawyer, you don't get a free pass. If you break the law, you break the law. Everybody's super upset with Chris Collins that he got pardoned, but just like General Flynn should have never been convicted in the first place, I would make the case that Chris Collins should have never been convicted in the first place. If you read what they said he did, it wasn't anything. There were dozens of politicians at federal and state levels that right before this unloaded all of their stock. Nobody was arrested. Campaign finance, immigration fraud, being married to multiple people, committing all kinds of crimes, colluding with China and Ukraine. The vice president saying that you're only going to get this money if you do this. Nobody had to answer for any of those crimes. All of the election fraud, the rampant election fraud. Social media burying it, them not having to answer for it criminally. The movement that we're creating with the 99% of us is going to create something where these people are no longer going to be able to do this. That everybody is going to be held accountable to the same standard. And what's going to end up resulting in that is that there will be that oversight where then people will be responsible and held accountable. And that seems like a big undertaking, but it's really not. I take a look at all the pieces of the puzzle, and I've had this plan for years and years and years, and that it's all come together, and I recognize that I needed to step back and say, hey, put this together, help people every single way that I can, be there for everybody, supporting in the best way that I can. When I falter, when I fail, learn from it, grow from it, adjust, adapt, acknowledge, and apologize where needed and necessary. I know, and it's been pretty powerful stuff. Really, really special stuff. And it really has been 9 months of Christmas from that first protest. The protest cost me the relationship that I had, but it needed to happen. That relationship wasn't the right fit for me. It wasn't the relationship that was going to allow me to soar and fly. And what seemed, again, bad, like COVID seems bad, that was one of the best things that could have happened in my life. It allowed me to be free, to express myself. That people go, well, Pete, you're always, well, yeah, I'm going to express myself the way that I want to, but I'm going to be distracted. If I'm not in a relationship with somebody that is completely supportive, or they're going against everything that we're doing, makes it very difficult to stay focused in on what we need to. But yeah, thinking about 2020, I know a lot of people say they want it to be over, but this was a rejuvenating and resurrecting year, and it's been a gift. All of you have been a gift to me. Being a part of everything, being embraced by everybody, being so accepted and appreciated, and the reverence that we all have for one another is just extremely special, extremely powerful. I'm so grateful for all of you. You know, and now tomorrow at 4:30, we're going to come together and we're going to sing with KIA and Buffalo firefighters, and how many different events we have done with Buffalo firefighters and Buffalo police and local law enforcement in all the municipalities, and where we were divided or at odds or, you know, perceiving one another as the enemy. That's no longer the case. You know, we're growing this network. We're growing these relationships. Hey, Bridget, what's up, hon? Love you too, sweetheart. Bridget. I love you, sweetheart. But that's the beauty of this, too, is that we have extended all of the branches out there to local government. And that's why I tell people it doesn't need to be destroyed and burned to the ground. We can, with the good people that are inside these agencies. Jimmy, what's up, brother? Merry Christmas Eve. We can get the people, the good people in there to realize that they don't have to be afraid to make the adjustments and to expose what is wrong and to learn from that. And it's just been really, really nice. And now you see those faces that used to be strangers, but now they're familiar in law enforcement, and they're smiling, you know, and it's the hit of the heart, and, you know, it's, yeah, you know, lifting up the hand. Man. You know, and even the I love yous, and how many people you say I love you to now that you never did before. How many people do you hug now that you never hugged before? That we were in our shells back in March. Angry, upset, pissed, just furious with everything that was happening, and just wanted to lash out at everybody and everything and engaging all the most negative people that were out there. But now there's laughter, and there's dancing, and there's smiling, and there's hugs, there's I love yous, there's those looks. Like, how powerful is that? Every single time we're out there and we're singing the national anthem, or we're caroling, or, you know, we're saying the Pledge of Allegiance, or we're saying a prayer, or we're marching, and we look at one another and we're just like, you know, in this all-encompassing smile, just courses through and reverberates through you, and it throws it out there. Man. It's just so nice. Feels so good. And it's nothing like anything I've ever experienced before. I mean, I've had family where, you know, we've been that close and bonded and that connected, and teams where you feel that, and those are the precursors to where we are now. But you never knew if those people were going to be there for you definitively in every single way. In these groups, Laura, what's up, hon? It has been, absolutely, Laura. That's without a doubt. Hey, David, what's up? Merry Christmas Eve. It has been resurrected. And this group of people, when you look at any one of the hundreds, thousands of names that are flipping through your brain right now, you know that person has your back, no matter what. You know they're going to show up for you. And that's what's so special about all this. Christmas Eve tomorrow, we're coming together. I wanted to finish that at Children's Hospital, KIA, Buffalo Firefighters, Buffalo Police Department, other charity groups, all the Patriot groups. All the Patriot groups are going to be there in huge, huge, huge numbers. It's going to be amazing. 4:30, Children's Hospital. I want to extend, guys, to all of you, if you have my phone number, message me. I'm going to try very, very, very hard today to get through a lot of my Facebook stuff. I really haven't been able to get through that. I've just been focusing in on I added about 80 different names last night, going through both my phones that I needed to the other 2 phones, or the 3 phones that I have, I went through those. We were in a small business coalition meeting, and I had some time, and even before. And then last night I was going through and labeling and putting them in Patriot, because I want to make sure nobody is missed. No rock goes unturned, and I don't forget about sending the messages out to anybody. And I'm trying to find a messaging app that works well, because I guess what's been happening is when I send these texts out, a few hundred texts, it's shutting everything down on my phone. So there must be like a text limit. Even though I have unlimited texting, there must be something that's happening within the network. So I'm going to get a texting app, and I'm going to send it through that. But I guess what happens is it looks like it just comes from me, so that'll work out really well. And then just making sure that people aren't frustrated with not seeing the events that come up, that they're aware of the elections, meetings, seminars, rallies, protests, any event, picnic, New Year's Eve, Christmas, whatever we're going to do, breathe free dinner, that everybody sees that. And what I've found is that networking through the phone and the texting, where it looks like it's coming from an individual, you send it out as a group so you can send it and get it out to as many people as you can, but it looks like it comes from one person, just you, and then you message back and forth. That is the most powerful and impactful and effective way that I have found we are getting the message out, and people are responding. So build those text message lists. You guys hear me talk about that all the time. I'm actually considering, with one of these lives, just being very, very specific to how to do that and how to set everything up so we're all accomplishing that in the best way that we can, and reaching out to as many people as we can, because there's more that needs to happen. We need to fix, politics and elections and positions that we're holding. We have a lot of different people that we want to ascend to different political offices. And there's a lot of work that goes into that with, literature drops and phone calls. And we want to make sure the board of elections here in our county is no longer corrupt, because right now they're highly corrupt. There is a lot of fraud that goes on, that goes unspoken, and they'll say that that's a false claim, but it's not. We know the fraud that's taking place. So, Christmas Eve, tomorrow, and Christmas Day, if you don't have anything going on, guys, please let me know. If you don't have anybody at all, and you would like to be around and want to be around somebody, please let me know. And we can get together on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, all right? Christmas Eve, even today, if you want to get together, we can. I'm free most of the day. So even if you want to hang out, and a bunch of us want to hang out, we can do that. Message me on the phone or message me on Facebook. I'll make sure that I pay attention to everything that's getting messaged today so that I see that. And the same thing for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. If you guys need anything at all, let me know, all right? It doesn't even matter during the day. I'm going to have the phones on me. Excuse me. Must have been the chai tea. So, it's time for breakfast. And then on Sunday, and we can have a lot of fun. Bring the hot cocoa, bring whatever you want. Whatever you want to eat. Whatever you want to drink, that's all I have. I got a bunch of stuff here. We can have whatever. If you don't have anything, bring it on over. And then Sunday, 49 Tennyson in Williamsville. Tennyson Center, I think it's called. 14221, 49 Tennyson. We are having our next Serenade Our Seniors. That's Sunday. And that will be from 2 until 4 p.m. All right? That's on Sunday. I believe next week we're going to have another small business coalition. We are taking off meeting. I believe we are taking off Breathe Free again. We're not doing that. We figured we'd give everybody time to spend time with their holidays. But if you guys want to do something, by all means, let me know. And I would love to invite, because I think a ton of us would still love to get together. So if you guys say, hey, I would really like to have some people over at my house, can we invite some? Absolutely. Looking at, the Bills game this weekend and potentially doing the tailgate there again. I'm not sure. I'm not positive if I'm going to do that again or not. We'll see. There was a huge response and interest, obviously, when the Bills won and they came back, 4,000 or 5,000 people. That would be an amazing opportunity for us to put everybody together and assemble everybody. But we don't have any active plans. Just kind of sit tight on that. And then, of course, next week, Thursday evening, all of the Patriot groups are coming together. And you guys have probably seen the flyer. If you're not in Rally Together WNY, go to Rally Together WNY and take a look at that page. That is where you're going to find most of the events posted, all right? And there are banners that are made, graphics that are made with all the dates and information. You can share those very, very easily and quickly. And then get that out to all your contacts, as many contacts as you can. And that starts at 8. There are charities that are involved. Hey, Amy, what's going on? Dawn, what's up, sweetheart? There are charities involved, so bring charities out, but you'll be responsible for, working with them and letting them know that they can come on down. And a bunch of charities are already involved there and coming down. Bring food. There will be an impromptu ball drop that'll be going on. We'll, of course, have the pulling cars and Burstein pinatas and Cuomo pinatas. Somebody needs to make that. I don't know if we are going to have those or not, but we need to get those pinatas, life-size pinatas. And let's get everybody down there, all the Latino Buffalo population and Latina population, so we can't be accused of being, racist or insensitive or culturally appropriating. But yeah, we'll definitely have those. And Mark Bowencars, let's invite him out. Come on out, Mark, and join us. And then, Burstein, of course, let's invite her as well. And I get them out, but that's going to be on Thursday. It starts at 8, and I'll give you guys some more details. That's just about everything. I know that Robbie's case, there's supposed to be a decision rendered today. So Godspeed with them, with Paul and Kelly and Robbie and Athletes Unleashed and all the other businesses that is going to benefit. So let's hope and pray, positive thoughts, positive energy to that goes well, that the courts open up. Man, anyways, on that note, we're trying to stay positive, right? I hope you guys heard I put the jazzy Christmas music out at the back for the whole thing. But I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful for all you guys. Oh yeah, definitely. We'll definitely be invited Nate. Dave, yeah, he's definitely going to have an invite. But I am so grateful and appreciative of all you guys. I really am. It's been an amazing year. Seeing so many of you guys believe in yourselves, have faith in yourselves, become leaders and prominent, and get better at being organized, structured, disciplined, focused in on what it is that you want to accomplish and what it is that you guys want to do. It's been so motivating to see you guys doing all that stuff. And to be able to be a small part of everything that's going on is invaluable to me. And it's had such a wonderful and positive effect. I love you guys very, very much. All of you. And I love the love that you guys give me. It means the world. So today, we got Christmas Eve. Eve starts on a hump day. Then we got Christmas Eve tomorrow. We got Christmas Day. We got Saturday and Sunday. That's a 5-day weekend. And you know darn well next week is going to be like non-existent. So this is like the kickoff to one long-ass party. So let's enjoy it. Let's make the most of it today. And if you guys need anything at all, by all means, let me know. Don't worry about anything today. Let it Let it go. Matthew, what's up? What's great to see you, brother. Let it go. Don't worry about anything tomorrow. Don't worry about anything on Friday. Be present. Be in the moment. Live in that now. Relish, appreciate it, and be so happy about it. Don't let that smile come off your face the entire time. It's going to be so good for you, healthy for you, but it's also going to be so good and valuable and strong and empowering for all of your kids, your significant others, and your family and friends. Thanks for being my light, guys. Thank you so much. And continue being the light for everybody today. Have that party. I hope you guys get your shopping all done. I think this is going to be the only time that I do this because I almost fell asleep a couple of times. Everybody knows when I sit in the middle of it, I'll be out. Pete, there's like a war going around you. Yeah, but I'm sitting. It doesn't matter. That's why I'm always standing and moving around. But I'm going to go enjoy some breakfast. I'm going to make some scrambled eggs and ham and toast. It's my favorite. But I do have some protein pancakes, so I'm going to enjoy those too. I'm going to make some of them. And then all the desserts I've been given. Pete, you don't eat desserts. Yeah, right. It's Christmas time. Can't help yourself. So thank you to everybody that's making all the desserts and giving them to me. But you guys enjoy your day. I love you very much. I said I was going to come on yesterday, and then I had the Small Business Coalition meeting, and I wasn't able to come on. But this afternoon, I'm going to come back on. I'll have brief conversation with everybody, cover everything, because there is a lot of other stuff that's been happening that I do want to cover that I haven't been able to yet. But I wanted to kind of keep this one, the way it was, just for Christmas, with the fireside chat. Man, I am high class. I am a high roller. I got my plant. I know. It's doing all right. It's hanging on by a thread. So, love you guys. Have a great day. Right? I know, Cody. Enjoy your day, guys. I'll talk to you later. Merry Christmas Eve.